Uh-oh. Hi, how are you? That's a really bright light. I wonder, can I knock that off? Can I knock that off? Will that work? Nope, it's coming from. Oh, well, there's a light and it never goes out. Ha! And there's our light coming through. Sorry, I hope it's not too distracting. Welcome to Morning Pages. How are you? Today is Friday, the 2nd of January, and my name is Nicola McKenna. I'm in Dublin, Ireland, and I do these Morning Pages lives on YouTube for people to replay at their leisure or just join in at the time. It's all good. So we do a timed 45 minutes thing. It's just the crack. It's so nice. It's so relaxing. And what it does for our creativity is it permits it, it authorizes it. It allows us to be bad artists before we are good artists. It allows us to be crappy creatives before we are decent creatives, before we are professionals. Whatever it is you're wanting from your creative life, you are welcome here. And know that the next 45 minutes will only do your career good. And it will only do your soul good, and it will feed your heart. I swear to God, this stuff is magic. I don't know why, it just is. Okay, I'll show you what Morning Pages looks like because it's rough. Oh, holy God, look at this. It's all over the place. Do you know what I mean? Fragments. Sometimes there's a date, sometimes there's not. Sometimes there's scribbles, sometimes there's swear words, a lot of anger. Morning Pages is so good for rage. It's so good for anger. It's so good to express that. And it's so safe. There's no boundaries. Nobody to say, oh, you really shouldn't do that now. There's nobody to say, oh, that's not very ladylike, is it? There's nobody to give out to you, you know? Sometimes the critic does come along and starts wagging its finger at you. I call mine Gandhi because it spouts an awful lot of, what feels like and what sounds like good wisdom. And I'm sitting there believing it. And then I realized, you know what, Gandhi, you're full of it. You're full of it. This Gandhi that's sitting on my shoulder is just full of it, but he talks a good talk, and fool here believes him a lot of the time. So this is all about The Artist's Way. Lovely book, lovely 12-week program by Julia Cameron. And later I'm just going to read a little bit out of it for you. In the comments, and if you see this live or afterwards, if there's a Julia Cameron program that you would like us to run together, I can lead these. I facilitate a lot of Julia's books, such as The Listening Path, The Vein of Gold. That's quite intense, but that's 6 weeks. This is 12. I make it 13 weeks just to kind of have a little bit of a buffer, So if there's a program that you would like to embark upon in 2026, do let me know, because I'm here to serve. I have taught it a number of times. I've taken it myself 10 times, 6 of which I have taught. Okay, so I know the material quite well. I know the do's and don'ts of a creative cluster. I know the do's and don'ts of a group. I do encourage you to do your Morning Pages every week. Every week there would be a check-in call. And every week I would go around the houses, around each person, and say, look, how did it go for you? Did you manage to do any pages? Did you manage to do any dates? How did you find it? Did you experience any creativity, any synchronicity, any cool coincidences? What happened to you this week? And that's all we do. It's about 2 hours every week for 13 weeks. At home, you'll have to read the chapter and maybe embark on an artist date or some Morning Pages. You're encouraged to do Morning Pages almost every day, as much as you can manage, So that's what it's all about, basically. So let me know privately or in the chat if there's something that you would like, and also where you are in the world, because I was thinking of running One Artist's Way for, let's say, EU and UK people, one for Australia and Asia and everything Southern Hemisphere, and then one for maybe North America and Canada, that kind of thing. Just some thoughts, for 2026 as we start. So I'm just going to read a little bit from Julia. And basically I just open it wherever. And okay, here's a little paragraph. We'll start at 6 past the hour, okay? On page 131, which is week 8, recovering a sense of strength. The ivory tower. It has been my perilous privilege over the past decade to undertake teaching forays into the groves of academia. It is my experience, says Julia, as a visiting artist, that many academics are themselves artistic beings who are deeply frustrated by their inability to create. Skilled in intellectual discourse, distanced by that intellectual skill from their own creative urgings, they often find the creativity of their charges deeply disturbing. So that's just a little snippet of what Julia talks about. She writes these essays, and then we're asked to ponder it, really, you know. All right, guys, it's 6 past the hour. We are going to start our timer. All right, get yourself ready. A nice free-flowing pen is always good, and an unprecious refill pad or some kind of rough piece of paper. Do not use the pretty notepad, please. Okay. All right, 45 minutes of our free writing begins now. Yeah. There's your 45 minutes done. Are you ready for a review? Okay, keep the pen or change a pen if you like. Underline the things that came out during your pages. Okay, we do this for 7 minutes, starting now. Start at the end, work backwards, or start at the start and go forward. It's up to you. 7 minutes. Up we go. Wow. That really flies, doesn't it? Goodness me. Doesn't that just fly? Oh my goodness. How was that for you? We've finished our morning pages. We've done a little review. Wow. Amazing work. Amazing work. Of course, I've just revised a page and a half of about 5 pages, but you start where you are and you just do the best you can with the time you have sometimes. So let me know in the comments, how did that go for you? I'm so, I got an awful lot out of me. I'll tell you how it went. Of course, it was completely varied as usual. But what happened was, after the dross came out, I found that ideas and possibilities were being discussed. And I like that because generally my critic will shut down all of the possibles and all of the ideas. No, no, you don't want to do that. That kind of thing. So it was quite interesting to allow ideas and possibilities to come out and see what that was like. So asked a lot of questions. And also, I realized that at the start of the call, sorry, at the start of the call, I hadn't this mic on. It was way back over there. So I do apologize. Um, but this year, I am thinking about doing a lot of things. And one thing I'm thinking of doing is trying to find a way of serving you a little bit better and finding out if there's anything I can do for you on your creativity path, be it unblocking that you're needing, be it morning pages, habits that you would like to develop, evening pages that you might like to develop, or dictating via audio. Some people do that. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. So I'm just thinking about the ideas that we have to build a creative practice, to build an artist's way practice, and that is bringing morning pages into our lives, exploring different creative practices via artist dates. That could be a trip to the cinema. It might be a walking tour around a gallery. Whatever it is, an artist's date is when you take yourself off on your own, on your Todd, on your Sweeney, and you go and explore some artistic or cultural um, event. I've often had, especially um, when times were tight money wise and time wise, I would take myself off to a stationer's shop and literally just walk around and daydream. And that can be an artist date. Whatever is feeding your creative soul, whatever is tickling the fancy of your child, of the person you still are inside, that little child who loves calligraphy or likes geometry or gets a kick out of buying secondhand books, whatever it happens to be. Those are all artist dates and they're all allowed. It doesn't have to be highbrow. In fact, the lower brow is sometimes the more acceptable to our creative child. So something for you to think about come 2026. Do let me know either in the comments or privately. Come back to me because I'm here to serve you. I'm here to give you support as you move through your artist's way journey. I've been through it many times. I've taught it. I live it for the last 10 years. Do you know what I mean? So I know my stuff. And it is my pleasure to sit with you and do these morning pages with you. For now, I say have a great day and goodbye for now. And we will see you next Friday. Bye from Dublin. Bye from sunny, sunny Dublin, as you can see. Sunny, sunny Dublin. All the best. Bye.